opinion and say, this is just my opinion on the situation, but to say I'm walking away and this, and this. Like, you can still have your opinion, but saying you walk away creates yourself a shitload of trouble.
Enough's enough for now. So.
Yeah, you don't need to cut someone off. You can say you don't agree with what they've said or whatever, but
alright, guys.
To cut people off and say those words.
We're going to go through these videos. We're going to go through these videos and,
I don't think these creators learn. You know what I mean? I don't think they ever learn.
They never will, because drama makes money on this app, right? And morals go along with it. It doesn't matter, like Pearl says.
Thank you, Sarah.
She speaks to Dan and stuff like that, right? What Coyote's just said is when you're going to stand with them.
And Pearl shouldn't be held accountable for anybody's behaviour, only her own. And not moving forward, I'm not going to be held accountable for anybody's behaviour, and Pearl shouldn't be either. Whoever Pearl chooses to stand
it creates like a divide, doesn't it? Like when you say, I'm walking away, I'm doing this, like...
Thank you, Becky. You got to remember, Pearl and Dan have got a really close relationship, you know? So it's up to Pearl, and people should be going at Pearl for that.
So if you're doing a news show, do the news, but when you openly stand there and say, I'm walking away, that creates like a big issue, doesn't it then?
Exactly that. I've got to protect my peace. I've got to keep it real with my effort.
But the peace won't be protected, because then if Dan goes for it, you know what I mean, then there's a divide caused. So I think these people are crazy sometimes.
I don't want the grief of it all.
But you'll get more grief by saying you're walking away.
Doesn't matter who you speak to.
I'm not walking away from him.
No, exactly, Pearl. You don't have to, because it doesn't matter who you are friends with or who you are not.
But equally as bad, and this isn't me deflecting, because I've kind of I've told everybody where I stand. I just want to do me and do my own
Exactly.
thing.
There's a timeline of events which has led up to it all.
And, stand on business.
It's like they just dispose of people. Like, I've got no problem with Red, Luke or anything, but the people are not objects to dispose of. You know what I mean? Like when they fuck up in life or whatever, you know, people are not objects to sit there in front of 2.9 thousand people and say, I'm walking away, I'm dropping this person, like they're just objects to be thrown away. Like, that's what causes the issues. There's having your opinion and then there's saying, I'm dropping this person, as if, like, you know what I mean? It is cruel.
I've just got to keep it real here, that I don't agree with what's being said.
So why didn't she just say that to begin with? I don't agree with what's been said, you know, this is my opinion on it, and leave it there, have your opinion.
Things like that, and I don't want to do that, because it's not okay.
But saying the words, I'm walking away, I'm dropping this person.
You know, experience the behaviours and things like that, but it hasn't just started with Dan, you know, and I will say that there's been many people previous that have said similar things, but just not as frequent.
Exactly.
But everyone's got to have their hands dirty.
So Miss Red's just created herself a divide against communities, because anyone who supports Dan is going to feel some type of way in Miss Red's, because then Dan will see them in Miss Red. So having your opinions different to saying the words, I'm walking away, I'm dropping this person. You know what I mean? But it's not my beef, but like I think this'll go bad. You know what I mean? It's just like a rerun of me and other people, you know, look at when Pearl said what she said, you know what I mean, and like, I'll never drop anyone again, but then you've just gone and done it. It makes me feel some type of way about them, how quick they are if you don't do what they say, and if you don't fall in line with them, they publicly drop you, you know what I mean? It's like deja vu.
With my environment,
it's just like deja vu again.
That kind of environment, because I don't want to feel down, I don't want to feel unhappy, because I can't be around that stuff. To me, myself, I need to be around that kind of environment that makes me happy.
Hello, Vicky, my love. Good morning, Kay. Hello, beautiful.
You've just coming up and having this opinion.
And I want to say something. Do you know if all this shit don't stop, right, with everybody, if all this shit don't stop, I believe
they need to stop giving into pressure and drop people. I know it's disgusting how they just discard people. You know, it's just not a good thing. Thank you, Chris. They just discard people. I've noticed.
We're gonna see some horrendous happen.
Reminds me of I Choose. Exactly. These people never learn.
And I've sat and said it so many times. We're gonna something bad.
I know. Dan was alright when he was having all the backs and everything, and saying things about this person, that person in defence of them.
Do trigger you, and you feel like you do want
to
Thank
go you, back to people, Esther.
Just don't go to certain lengths.
I'll never walk away from anyone again, Miss Red was saying the other week. I'll just have my opinion. Now she's just gone and said she's walking away from another creator again. How has that ended up each time you've done it, Miss Red? You know what I mean? And that's my honest opinion, so if everyone can have their honest opinion, then that's my honest opinion. You drop people as if like they're just objects to discard, like an old rag or something, you know what I mean?
She said the most about me, but do I agree with what was said? No. But equally, I don't agree with what she says. That people... they hope.
Yeah, how quick they drop people is absolutely wild.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but that woman.
Thank you, Betty, my love. Thank you, babe.
The fucking most about me. Lies as well.
Thank you, Pineapple. This is just my opinion. I'm allowed my opinion.
Poor Canadian Angie, when she sat and called people predators.
I'm allowed my opinion, and my opinion on the situation is like they treat people like old rags just to throw away. Hello, Queen. There's our Queen, love. She's back. Hello, beautiful. There's our Rowan, everybody. Hello, gorgeous. I've missed you. I'll play you God Save the Queen later on, love. Money on the phone at the moment.
Oh, the Canadian Angie's had something mean said about her. Well, she's a bitch. She's not even honest about who she is.
Oh, she's back.
What about Canadian Angie right now, in the current climate? I'm sorry, I meant to have sympathy for somebody that sat and said the fucking most about me.
Yeah, it's disgusting just to keep dropping people and throwing people away like rags.
Do you know what I mean?
That's my opinion on the situation. I think it's terrible the way Dan's been treated.
I'm just sick of fucking hypocrisy on this app. I really am. I really am sick of the hypocrisy. And you get people now saying, well, I kind of agree with what she's saying. They're talking sense. Oh, they're talking sense now. But they weren't talking fucking sense when they're calling you a fucking pedo. Predator.
Rowan, oh! Thank you so much, my beautiful one. Thank you, gorgeous. If you want to check out as well, everybody, Rowan's pictures from when she was away. Love, she's done some one. She was laying on the ground in snow, for God's sake. The sky was green. Thank you, Rowan. The sky was green.
I can't. Yeah. And I'm not actually fake with EQ. I'm not fake with EQ. It was at first, but not now. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was happy for the peace, so, shit weren't being said. Was it fake at first? Absolutely. Like, I'll be honest with you. It was really hard. But now I believe that she believes it. She genuinely wants this peace treaty. Yeah. Thank you, Paula, because nothing's continued.
I wouldn't say vile things again, but my opinion still stays the same. To drop Dan like he's a rag is not nice, and not a nice look.
But other people I've tried to move on with, and they've stopped.
So my opinion still stays the same, and I'll say it on my show tonight as well.
Just ignore the fake accounts, guys. Anyway, let's tap the screen.
I'll say it on my show tonight. To just discard people like rags is not a good look at all. You can have your opinion on your FYP show and say that you don't agree with something, but to throw people away and say I'm walking away in front of 3,000 people. Isn't that nice? Why can't they just review the footage and say I don't agree with that one bit, no matter this, that and the other, and then move on to the next clip?
Who she is, and there's no consequences for her. as we look at you.
So I would never say vile things again, but my opinion is my opinion. I don't think people are objects to be just thrown away when they do something or say something.
Canadian, and she stands for shit. Stands for shit. She's out to destroy unless she likes you.
Yeah, I disagree with publicly saying you're dropping people and stuff.
Oh, no. What about Zach's mental health? What about everybody else's fucking mental health, Canadian Angie? Everybody matters on this app, but to me you don't, because you're fucking vile. Nah, fucking shit you spout day in, day out.
Exactly, Becky, this is what I mean. Like, you've got Luke the Judge sitting in a box with Corey, battling him and stuff, you know, after everything. It's just, like, mental. So, it all screams fake to me.
Because she's not even real about, she can't even be honest about who she is.
It seems like they protect people up until a point where it's impossible, but when it favours them and it's against people that they don't like, they will be fine with it.
Put your face on camera and then I might start having a little bit of respect for you. Until then, you're just a fucking idiot.
And that's my opinion, my truthful opinion. So we're all having our truthful opinions, you know what I mean? Then they sit with the worst.
Sorry guys, I'm just doing 10 jigsaw puzzles here. Why am I getting so many jigsaw puzzles? I've just had 8 jigsaw puzzles going. 8. Ah, there we go.
It's selective, very selective.
Wow, victim shaming again. Oh,
so my opinion is
okay.
Treating people like rags to just discard them in front of thousands of people is disgusting.
The most about everybody. That woman says the most about everybody.
And I don't know who made them gods, you know what I mean, to be able to say all that and do all that.
No, let people have the say step. I don't care today.
Who made these people the lords and masters of this app? You know what I mean?
She's got victims.
So for someone to say they're hurt for what she's got.
Can you explain, Lucy? Because it doesn't make sense just to write a random comment. EQ, you did the same at one point. Which, love? When was the last time I said something vile or vulgar? Thank you, San, my love. I completely changed the way I do anything. Thank you, Kay. And I never say anything vile or vulgar anymore. So, people are allowed to change. So when was the last time I said something foul or vulgar? Last week, Islamophobic. I wasn't being Islamophobic, Darcy, and the fact that you have to come on a fake account to say it just shows that you're just chatting a load of shit to your block.
You've come to someone who's absolutely innocent in all this. They're trying to shout her down and tell her who she is.
So, thank you, Kay. Thank you, my love. Rowan, thank you, beautiful. She's back, loves. That was what she travelled home on. Thank you so much, Rowan, beautiful. Follow her own. Thank you, Cockapim. Thank you so much, beautiful. That's what you flew home on. I don't like people being disregarded like rags. It's fine to have an opinion and to say you don't agree with something. But to keep discarding people and then to pick up people like Corey and sit live with them, you know, after all they've said and done. To sit on the phone to Dopey Bailey when Miss Red's house got egged and everything because of Dopey Bailey. You know what I mean? Like, it's just wild to me. And if we're all allowed our opinions, that's my opinion.
I agree. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you so much, Rowan. She's back.
And the thing is, right,
I think there's a chest up there, loves, on the top left-hand corner.
You know, people say it all the time, like, go and get a rope, go and do this, go and do that. One day you could say it to the wrong person, and God forbid you've lost all my respect today. Oh, have a Helen.
And then they wouldn't be responsible. Ask ChatGPT.
Oh, okay.
Ask ChatGPT if you'd be responsible for someone being unalived if you told them to go and get or whatever, you know what I mean? Thank you, Mundane Manor.
As you wrote that comment.
It's not. It wouldn't constitute as manslaughter or murder. It wouldn't. Ask ChatGPT. Put the scenario in. Dan, I'm so sorry, love, that this is happening, because I'm saying it now, and I've said it just at the beginning of this live as well. I don't get how anyone can discard people as if they're rags, and to say I'm walking away. Like, why can't you just disagree with what's being said? Why do you have to publicly throw people away? So I don't agree with it one bit.
Thank you.
I don't know who made these people lords and masters of who should have a platform, who shouldn't, this person should support that person. So I don't agree with it at all. And I'm allowed to disagree. I'm not being vile about anybody. I'm not slagging anybody. It's the truth of what I believe. I think that you've been just tossed aside. You were all right while you were helping against Corey. And then they sit with Corey now. Not misread, but Luke sits in battles with him and all that. We've heard Dopey Bailey's had calls in the last 6 months with Luke, who egged Misred's windows and sits there calling Misred FAT and this, that, the other. Corey's told people to get ropes, this, that and the other, and sits with him in a battle. So I think it's scummy behaviour. I don't agree with it one bit. I think it's sick. You can disagree with the person, but then to publicly throw them away on live, just like what happens with Pearl and this person, like, do you think lessons would have been learned? They just try to please their communities for gifts. I would never do that. I would never try to please anybody for gifts or views. You know what I mean? Never. Yeah, and keep it like that, Dan, as well, because I'm just seeing history repeating itself again. Like, the amount of times these people have done this to people, it's starting to be a pattern of behaviour. Who made them lords and masters to be picking and choosing who they drop and who people speak to and all that? Thank you, Rowan.
They're not you. They're not living your life. So don't worry about everybody else.
So I don't agree one bit with what's been done. Because there's a chain of events leading up to this. It's not just what Dan said. There's a chain of events.
I'm going to go into what Pearl's got on. But she's got a lot on, and Pearl shouldn't be held accountable for what her friends do. Pearl shouldn't be held accountable.
So why are you holding yourself accountable then, Misred? Why is Luke holding himself accountable for what Dan says? Because you're saying that you're dropping people? Crazy. You're not protecting your peace because you've just done a big massive bomb on the app and said you're dropping people again.
I do get held accountable for everybody. It was Corey, Alex, now it's Dan, now it's, it's just going to be continuous, and I don't want to do that. I don't.
It's very cruel when there's a chain of events leading up to it.
I'm over it. Yeah, over it.
I'm worried about it, Pearl.
And what she's doing by doing that as well is she's telling 3,000 people not to bother with Dan, subliminally. So the people in Misred's live will feel some type of way of going over to Dan because the almighty Misred has dropped Dan publicly. So now her audience will feel some type of pressure to stay away from Dan, to cut Dan off, because if they're seen in there, then it's, you're Misred's audience, you know what I mean? It's horrible to do that to people. And I think it's disgusting.
It's the way TikTok works, and people will go when other people...
She said she'd never drop people publicly again, she'd have an opinion and that'd be it. And I'm not falling out with Red, I'm not falling out with Luke, but I think they're making poor decisions.
Yeah, I'll open the boxes, Sarah Lou. I'll open the boxes.
And they don't treat people like humans, they treat them like they're just rags to throw away.
Someone sent it to me first. Go and watch the videos back, and you'll see it there. Right there it is. So if you're going to hold me accountable, I'll hold your Pearl accountable.
It's my opinion. I'm not being vile about anybody. I'm not creating any trouble. I'm having my true opinion. It's disgusting.
Thank you,
No, I'm not going to get in a box because I'm not stressing my life out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never seen her in there. I come in your box I come in your lives every morning.
Yeah, there won't be no peace on Drama
Yeah, I
Talk,
respectfully
darling. It's gone
disagree
too far.
with what they're doing.
Drama Talk's gone too far now.
Because you know what's going to happen later on? Luke's going to mirror exactly what Miss Red says. So that's another 4,000 people that are going to be saying bad things about Dan. Because it's inciting everybody to say bad things about Dan as well. So because when you have such a big room like Miss Red's and Luke's, and then they're both saying it, it's horrible. So I'm there for you, Dan. I've been through exactly the same as what they're saying now about you. So I get it completely. It's not nice when they've got thousands of people all saying the same thing.
The thing is, someone's going to end up doing something one day.
Well, that's on them. Their own mental health, their problem. That's on them if they do something. ChatGPT, tell it the scenario. If a creator on TikTok has an argument with someone and tells them to go on a live, not knowing the mental health prior or any of those things, would they be held responsible? No. The answer is no. Criminally, no. Because they'd have already been suffering with mental health and everything beforehand. So I strongly disagree.
I mean, I'll never have a situation like that on my hand because as long as I've done TikTok, I've never sat here and told people.
What about Dan's mental health exactly when there's thousands of people who are going to be going against him now? Because they're whipping up a hate mob.
Done any of that. So I can sit here and I can't have opinions on this stuff, and I pride myself on that.
Our opinions are opinion. Luke's opinion's his opinion, but to say I'm dropping them and I'm walking away, you know what I mean, and stuff, that's heavy stuff to be saying because then it whips the audience up.
She really does sit night after night saying the most about me continuously. Like, I don't get a break. If it was a two-way thing where I was sat here day after day doing the same to her, then I could understand. But she's just absolutely obsessed and vile. And like I say, she said the most lies, lie after lie after lie. She's not fair in any way. She has a like for Zach, she has a dislike for me. She'll call out my behaviour, but she won't call out Zach's because she likes him. Do you know what I mean? But yet we're supposed to sit here and we have to call everybody's behaviour and we have to do this and we have to...
No, you don't have to. You choose to. You choose to. I'm sorry, Miss Red. You choose to. You don't have to do anything. Like I explained on my show last night, you've got 1,000 clips you could play which are nothing to do with it and stay out of it. You know what I mean? So you do have a choice. You make a choice. It's a choice. If I don't want to... Zach turned around and started saying bad things about me the other day. Did I play the clip? No. Because I've got a choice whether I reply to something. I wouldn't bend to an audience. I wouldn't do any of those things. So it's a choice. It's not you have to or any of those things.
Some of them, I'm no longer friends with. And my supporters, the way
it's
any
a choice.
Person that sat and called it out.
Thank you, everyone, for the heart me's.
But yeah, we're supposed to sit here day after day after day calling everybody out.
No, you're not. You make a choice to buckle to peer pressure.
I don't mind sitting here and
you could play... do you know how big the FYP is and how many people are on it? You could speak about loads of different things. It's a choice.
My back top girl. Like I say, very few people, and as well that hate campaign that I went through, when someone tried to take me down, there's been proof posted about the takedown, but people still didn't speak up about that. So
thank you, Racing Girl.
Only certain people spoke up about it.
No, it's not about me. It was Zach. Zach tried to cancel it when he went to bloody wherever he went. So it's not about me. I'm not falling out with anybody, but I'm going to have my opinion about the situation, and I think it's disgusting. It brings back flashbacks for what they did to others, how they tried to cancel other people, dropping people and all that. So, I'm not going to sit there and agree about something I don't agree about, when it comes to Dan.
Thank you, Eva.
No, should have said it. Absolutely not. Why did I say it? Because
big up, Jen.
Like I said, by fire, and now everyone's upset when the edit will be returned. So,
hello, Gina.
there we have it.
Gas was off the app for a second,
Thank you, Bonkers. Thank you, my love.
Hilarious, my darling.
Yeah, me and Pearl knows what it's like to have this done to you. So that's why me and Pearl are staunch, you know, and like we'll know. And there's a chain of events leading up to why Dan said what he said. Thank you for the heart me's. Popular 19. Woo! Don't forget to claim the points up the top, everyone. Dan's already thriving. He's up on the leaderboard and everything. It just goes to show.
Didn't
So
CNA have you back when she did my battle? When I did my battle the other day, I don't know. Was something
so
nice
Dan won't be detrimental
She did
because
my back when she said-
do you know how many people actually don't like Miss Red and Luke? That's the thing. They think they're powerful and when they do things like this, but they're not, because you know all those people that don't like Miss Red and Luke will go to Dan now. Look at what happened when I used to beef them at leaderboard every single day. So it will backfire. They won't prosper from it. It's a waste of the time. Like, so to publicly denounce somebody and throw them away as if they're a rag will only prosper Dan, because everyone who doesn't like Miss Red and Luke, which there's like 1,000 or more of them, you know, they're all going to go and support Dan now. So it won't do anything.
She said, I deserve to win a battle.
You know what I mean? You just took accountability.
Thank you.
Imagine, I know exactly, Dan sat there saying how much he's struggling mentally, his ex-partners that like bloody keep saying things about him and doing things and stuff, and you've got Canadian Angie telling him to go and do himself because, you know, he was having a mental breakdown going, I want to just not be blah blah blah, and then she started all of it, and it's so I have to walk away from Dan. Why? You could just have said you don't agree and been classy about it, you know what I mean? When has dropping people in this fashion ever went down well?
I think that's really bad. Because we all love you to bits, and I think it's
So I don't agree with what yous are doing.
I'm going to send her some flowers because I'm just so happy.
It's cruel. It is cruel. It's not right. And I've had it done to me. Pearl's had it done to her by the same people. So I strongly disagree. And the best thing is that no one can say anything about me with this opinion. They can't say, oh, she's vile, oh, she's done this, because I'm not saying anything vile. My opinion is it's cruel, disgusting to say it in front of thousands of people, you know, and get all them to dislike that person as well. When you've got Luke battling Corey, who sat there and done the worst, you know what I mean? Who's doxed him, played all his calls, done this, done that, done the other. You know, it's not like there's been apologies made or effort made or anything, you know what I mean? He turned round and said only last week that he would pay Miss Red £150 a day to stay the F off TikTok and all that. Like, he would love to take Miss Red down, but he sits with them and battles them and stuff because he knows that his people will support him in a battle against people that they don't like. So it's all about money.
All I never do is tell people where they should and shouldn't be. Do you know what I mean? My moderators, have I, in the past, when I've seen you in people's rooms, you know, and I've been slagged off and stuff like that.
It's just so easy for them to do it, though, you know what I mean?
Like, at the end of the day, you're your own people.
So I disagree massively.
Like, who am I to say, like, where you should and shouldn't be going? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's influenced 3,000 people to then not like Dan. She could have had her opinion and said, personally, I think it's disgusting. I would never say blah, blah, blah. Here's the reasons why.
You know, I've
and then move on.
Having their opinions on people that they don't have to like, you know what I mean?
So now she's created a divide, and so's Luke. Thank you, LTR19.
Yeah, other people's mods can do as they please. They've got freedom on the app because they won't be told what to do. You can't tell people what to do, but yeah.
So just remember this moment, everyone, when it gets foul and it gets all messy and everything, you know, that
it's just weird.
It's I choose you DG moment again. It's I have to walk away from Pearl moment again. I walk away from Alex Brigham moment again. It's all of those moments again. There's never any learning. It is cruel, Rowan. It's very, very cruel. Because they have a lot of influence, you know. Thank you, Bernadette, my love. Thank you. I followed you. Thank you, beautiful.
I don't give a shit about any of them.
But I'm just saying, you don't want them on your back.
They're not the HR department exactly for TikTok. I think the overinflated egos are getting to them.
It was 3 different timestamps. That was last night. This was from this morning. So they're hours apart. They're about 12 hours apart.
Yeah, people are punishing Dan for his reaction to people's actions. Exactly. Dan told everyone to leave him alone. He was going through a hard time, and if they leave him alone, he'll leave them alone, and they didn't. And now he's the scapegoat, because they always have to have a scapegoat. And it just makes me feel some type of way how quick they do it, you know what I mean?
You just said you have done right, but regardless to...
Thank you, Claire.
You said it because your mental health...
And you know Luke's going to say exactly the same thing as what Miss Red says later on. So that's going to be double whammy towards Dan. Thank you, Cal. She didn't want me to talk on it, but playing multiple clips. She didn't want to talk on it.
Yeah,
it's a push to do it, do you know what I mean? If someone's really... If
I love Rowan.
You told me to go on all live myself, right? Then I did it. Are you going to lose sleep over it? You're not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is what I'm trying to get across, everyone's saying, oh yeah, he's just said it. No, I reacted to a clip of Ange, and she told me to, and then I said to her to go and do it. So it's not just...
Don't forget to follow this account as well, haven't you?
It's random, but like...
So this isn't directed at Dan, obviously.
Of course it is.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fluffy, my gorgeous.
But go and get a rope, and you know the score, guys. Nobody should be saying it to anybody.
But Corey says it about loads of people, and Luke's sitting there battling him.
Somebody acts on it, and then you go into jail.
You wouldn't.
Person, they're not
God, this woman, honestly.
It's been said time and time again on this app.
No, they wouldn't. I've already proved it. Give the scenario to ChatGPT and it'll tell you, no, you're responsible for your own mental health. Unless you literally say it day after day after day after day and incite them into doing something. One argument and one comment saying something like that, you're not responsible for. Because they've already got mental health. They're in control of their own mental health to get there in the first place.
You've said it, you've done it, you shouldn't have done it, it's fair enough, but what I'm saying is things like that shouldn't be said on this app. It's very triggering for people. It shouldn't be said in general. You need to kind of like, all your reactions...
Sorry, I've got somebody in the box, guys. Anyway, let's tap the screen, guys. I'm on a little bit of a rant this morning. Let's tap the screen. Get your heartbeats in, guys, because we've got loads more videos to get.
It's not bothered about what's gone on. Come on, guys. Let's get the heartbeats in. Like after you're sitting there. Honest to God. If you were that triggered and that bloody upset about it, you wouldn't then switch completely to, come on, guys. Anyway, but you're meant to be affected and really upset about all of this.
You go to the extremes of...
Honest to God, I'm starting to see again how these people move.
Do you know what I mean?
Dan, thank you so much, Dan, my love. Thank you, babe. The evil army will support you as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dan. Everyone make sure to drop Dan a follow if you don't already.
And that's the truth. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Dan.
Do you think I ain't got it in me? Do you think I couldn't sit here and drag everybody every day of the week? But does that make me a better person? No, it doesn't.
I don't know why they're dragging people in the first place. Thank you, Dan.
I would never tell people to go and do things like that. I would never, speak ill on kids. I would never do any of that. I would never sit here and actively dox anybody. I would never sit here.
That scared the life out of me. We're popular 15. Don't forget to claim the points, everybody. 1.8k. Oh, we're 36 on the leaderboard, love. That's right.
Did I like it? No.
36 on the leaderboard.
As long as my hands are clean and I'm not doing any of that shit, people can't come at me and people can't put me in that category because it's all fucking wrong.
Thank you, Dan.
Facts.
Oh, someone's in the box.
Facts in the chat, guys.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
How's your daughter? Is she okay?
She's good, thank you, darling.
Oh, God bless, yeah. What I want to say is, do you know, like, you guys, like, you're, like, really popular, like, you, Evil Queen, Luke, and stuff like that, but I got called out of my name today as well.
Did you, darling?
That really hurt me. They said, I called, do you know that young traveller girl that's got learning difficulties, Margaret Ann?
I don't, darling, no.
Right, well, anyway, they said that I called her names. I swear to God, on my mum's grave, on my sister and brother's grave, I never called that lady nothing.
Oh, but Mary Ann.
You what, sorry?
Are you talking about Mary Ann?
Mary Ann.
Yes. Marianne, and I never called her nothing. And it's like, it must hurt a lot, like, as you big creators, like, having to defend yourselves all the time.
It's nothing to do with her. She could have just run it as Rowan. Oh, thank you for the white wolf, my love. Oh my God, that'll throw me up miles as well. Let me see. 26. We're only £2.35 to 25. Thank you so much, my love. Let me put the sticker on the screen. Oh shit, I've pressed get support. Thank you so much, my love.
On the internet. It's
Thank you, beautiful. Oh, make sure to follow my lovely Rowan.
Like, okay, so what I would do is I would make a video and just put a video out there and just state your truth,
Thank
darling.
you so much,
That's what
beautiful.
I would do. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, there's nothing I can do in here to solve it.
No, I understand that, but what I'm trying to say, I
Thank you,
understand
babe.
where you're coming from. Like, you get blamed for things, and then someone who's a nobody gets blamed for things.
Why has Miss Red run this as a massive section about Dan when everyone else who gets played is just like a opinion and move straight on? So that's when it becomes like a hate campaign.
I'll reach out to
Thank
her
you so
mum.
much, Rowan, my
reach out to
beautiful
the
one.
person that it's happened with and sort it out that way. All
But I
right?
didn't do it.
Okay.
You meant
look,
to
I'm
have a
not here
news
judging that,
show,
right?
play the clip and then
I'm not here
move
judging you,
on.
darling. You know, it's not for me.
I
to
didn't
judge.
mind.
She played
I
Mr.
swear to
TikTok,
God,
moved on.
It wouldn't come out of my mouth.
She played Come Down With Me, moved on. But with Dan, now it's like drawn out.
Go and do a video and go and speak to the person that you've got the beef with.
But I
Thank
hope
you so
I hope
much,
your
everybody.
daughter's okay, and I hope you're all
Thank you,
good.
Rowan.
Okay, thank you, Bernadette.
God bless. God bless.
Guys, I have no clue about this situation, believe it or not. Just because I do TikTok every day doesn't mean I'm aware of every situation or everything that's...
And watch Luke's show this afternoon mirror exactly what Miss Red said.
Hello, Leanne.
Because it used to happen to me too, when they'd do it to me. Miss Red would say something, Luke would say the same thing.
From everything from yesterday, have you checked in as a friend of, as a good friend of Pearl?
Can I ask why?
Well, because I was just really worried. You played the video this morning, and yesterday she was justifying why she wants to.
I'm not jumping in the box because I'm not arguing with anyone, but my opinion is my opinion.
World should tell another
And I'm
person
entitled
who
to my
should be friends.
opinion.
And for me, she just sounded like.
Well, when you're friends with people, you can still have your opinion, can't you, everybody, as everyone says? So that's my opinion. I think they're behaving really shitty.
Pearl, unfortunately.
And what you were saying with 10 minutes
And
ago,
that's the
5 minutes
facts.
ago on your live this morning, saying you shouldn't get people to turn around and get a rope, la-di-da. And it wasn't that long ago, Miss Red, where everyone was sort of posting
Pails in the
videos
box.
and even on the
Yes,
Facebook
Pearl.
and saying, in a world you can be anything, be kind. So I think...
Can I just stop you there, because I've only got 2 minutes, just to let you know, every single
Thank you,
day, 2 and 3
mermaid.
times a
Thank
day,
you so much,
Donna checks
beautiful.
in on me. Our friendship, we don't have to justify it to nobody, and I don't have to justify myself, neither does Donna, for anybody on what goes on behind the scenes. But I can assure you, every two or 3 times a day, she checks in on me. So if that's answered your question, that's all that I've got to say.
But I weren't being horrible, love that. I was just worried about you, Pearl. I weren't being horrible. Please don't feel
Yeah,
horrible.
I get you weren't being horrible, darling.
It's just-
Daily 24,
Yeah,
that's right. 662 pennies to 23.
She's got a lot of support. She's got, and yeah, she knows.
Yeah. Right, I've just stopped. I'm going to get out.
Okay, thank you, darling. Right, who else?
Evil Racing Girl, thank you so much,
this
my
will be an
beautiful
interesting
girl.
one. Oh, bear with me,
A
guys.
hungry guy.
Hello, hungry guy.
Hello, Miss Red. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, not bad. I've just got to sort of give my 1-2 regarding the Dan situation. Basically, I feel like, if I'm being honest, I feel Dan is getting picked on.
Yes.
I genuinely
He
feel
is.
like there's so many people going at Dan.
Yep, thank you,
that
John.
He has no choice but to respond the way that he
Exactly.
does. I feel there's a lot of gaslighting that a lot of people do. And by people, no offense, and I'm not meaning this as a dig, but a lot of you women do on this app. Okay, you gaslight. A lot of... No, I don't mean it. I don't mean it like that, Red. It's just like... It's like, what's it called? You will say something about Dan, but then you'll mention some trauma of yours, because then that Dan can't respond to you.
Exactly.
Because now you've mentioned some trauma. But then it's like, it's just, I don't get it. And the thing is, for me, it's just a bit like, yeah, I feel like Dan's getting picked on.
Yes.
And I feel people on this app
22.
really need to mind their own business sometimes. Like, for example, prime example is Pearl. Like, Pearl, with the thing with Pearl now. Pearl is doing her thing, okay? She's off the app, she's doing her thing, whatever, okay? Why are people making out like, oh, Pearl needs us, oh, everyone, we need to make sure Pearl's okay? It's like, if she wanted to say something, she would. Why do people want to feel like they want to be the martyr? They want to be like, oh, we want to be like the savior. We want to come in and...
I'm walking away. That's disgusting.
For me, I just basically
These people, honestly, it just shows me again, you know what I mean? Like the way they carry on.
If you keep poking at the bear is going to fucking growl.
I can't believe she did it again.
You can't be angry at him growling because you poked him. And for people that are saying they're triggered by what Dan said and stuff like that, okay, we're triggered by everything all around us every single day. Okay, you don't need to make it known that, yes, you triggered me. I'm going to come on a platform, I'm going to come somewhere and say that you triggered me because I have this trauma. And then, yeah, and people that expose their trauma on these platforms, okay, do they ever think about the viewers?
Rowan, Daily 16, thank you so much for the pink sports car. Pink Jets, pink sports car. Is that the taxi that you got home, love, from the airport as well? You've had the whole shebang. Thank you so much, Rowan. Daily 16, thank you, beautiful. Thank you so much, Rowan. Thank you, my love. Follow Rowan if you don't already, or get punched.
You do lose your
like
argument,
that.
But then again, it's
thank
like,
you so much, beautiful.
And the thing is, like, when people say,
yay,
okay, so
thank you, my love.
This is off limits. You can't say this. You can't. But
yeah,
then they will
Fiona.
find a way to,
I'm gonna have to walk away.
They will find a way to dislike you, to make it known. Like, yeah, they will.
And I bet £1,000 Luke will come on and say the same thing. Oh, I can't stand by it anymore. I'm gonna have to walk away. Bet yeah, any money. This is what they do.
They want to because they don't like me. They will still keep digging and keep
any
digging
money.
And keep
Luke will come on and say the same thing.
I just
he used to do it to me all the time.
Yeah, people just need to calm down.
So for me, like I say, and I don't mean to make it about me, but it is my show and it's my opinions. That's why people are here. For me, you know, I've had stuff said about me, the worst stuff said about me, and I could have gone as low as what, you know, they've gone, but I chose not to. I chose not to go that low, and it's not because, you know, I can hold my anger better because, you know, I've got a bad temper and I'm quite reactive. But for me, there's lengths that people shouldn't go to.
So express it, but you don't need to commit to, I'm walking away, I'm doing this, it's an opinion show.
You kind of lose your argument to
Rowan.
be the victim in that situation.
They choked on me, babe, love.
Basically.
Yeah, and I just think, like, you know, go back at them, but leave kids out of it, leave traumas out of it, and this goes for everybody. You know, you've seen it with me, I've had a back and forth with people, leave traumas out of situations, leave kids, leave... Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying, but I think it's also like relating it back to Dan. If you're gonna go, fair enough, the whole like his relationship and stuff like that.
Exactly, Dan.
Like it's a big deal to people, but
no,
to Dan
it's a big thing to him.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So and they're gonna go at that. What do you expect him to do? Like, what do you expect? I just think like people shouldn't throw stones in glass houses.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I say, things are.
I never thought I'd agree with Hungry Guy. What about you?
Situation, you know, I get the whole situation, but for me, it's kind of like how low do you go? Like like I say, I'm not. This isn't at Dan. This is at people in particular. You know, people I've had arguments with and things like that.
Same.
I'm going to lose a moral high ground because I'm going to try and go low as I can. So, do you get what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying.
I've got to stand on that fact that...
I think it just depends on you as an individual. Like with me, for example, like I don't want to mention, but this particular person, I don't like him, and I can really, really go for him. But then, something always stops me because I do have respect for people and stuff like that, and I know it's going to trigger a lot of people on this app what I'm going to say, so I'm going to like not say it, sort of thing. Even though I would love to, and I would really love to, just let it all out. But you know what? Sometimes there's bigger
exactly. Look at how many lives there's been about Dan so far. One person.
Some things like
one person having all this against them. You know what I mean? All these platforms.
Certain individuals. Just don't throw stones in glass houses. Because at the end of the day, like, you can't then come cry victim, okay, when the worst is said. It's like, well, you kind of did something to him. Like, you've kind of... And someone always does something to that.
I think it's...
What the fuck is this about, EQ? What my grandmother would say, big up, evil queen, love, you tell them straight, girl.
And,
You seem to forget my grandmother, not yours.
me, I don't
So
know.
my grandmother would say, up the Irish and bugger the lot of them. So there's your answer, Bernadette.
We'll go through things.
Now, get me up the leaderboard, Bernadette, and be quiet.
Classy man and not go to them lamps. That's all I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
No, you're right.
Oh, okay, I thought you were being horrible, Bernadette. I thought you were being horrible, love.
You know, who said what to the first person? Is
I'll let you off.
Tip them over the edge, whether it was, you know, it was said to them, and do you know what I mean? We don't know
Bernadette just nearly got it. Sorry, Bernadette, my
yeah,
love.
so, all right, is there anybody that agrees with Hungry Guys or anyone that disagrees?
I just think I'm gonna try and keep it sweet.
Okay, I thought you were being mean, love.
I agree with some of the stuff he said. I think completely.
Wow, Daily 16. I know, I'm just so great.
Women are gaslighting him is just absolutely wild.
But it is,
And it helps that Rowan's back as well.
women in general, okay, but
It helps that Rowan's
that
come
keep
back home,
going
love.
for him. I'm not going to mention names, but it is like, yeah, but it's certain individuals that do keep going for it. And they keep going and keep going and keep going.
Respectfully, Hungry Guy, you don't even know the definition of gaslighting. You used it in
right,
completely
love.
the wrong context.
How did I use it in the wrong context?
Thank
The
you,
definition of
Zoe.
gaslighting.
Gaslighting is basically making you
Is
believe.
there a sorry guys, is there a moderator that can get
Bernadette's just
while I
into
go to the
stripes.
toilet, please? Sorry, I've sat here and drank 2 bottles of water today. 1 minute, guys, carry on. Is there a moderator that can jump in the box? Alicia's here. Alicia, I'll be back in a minute, darling. I'm going to pee my pants.
I'm in charge, bitches.
I'm nearly Irish myself,
Gaslighting is
Bernadette.
basically making you believe something that is not true or not the reality. Basically gaslighting you. I'm
Rowan
gaslighting
making up
you
for
to
us,
make you
poor folk.
believe
Ah, don't
something
worry,
that
love.
isn't
I
true
don't
or, yeah,
mind.
for
Okay,
my
now
benefit.
use it in the context of Dan.
In the context of Dan, okay. So okay, I'm going to mention names. I don't give a
Read
fuck.
what don't watch said.
Okay,
I
Blaster
can't see.
went off the app because she didn't want to talk about this big thing regarding Dan. She wanted to time off the app. Okay, cool. You had some time off the app, but then you came back and spoke about it. So what was the whole point of you going off the app?
That's
If
not
like-
why
is that
Blaster
like,
went
what the
off,
hell is
Hungry
that?
Guy.
Can I stop you there? Blaster went off through health, through
Yeah,
her
she
own
was-
personal problems. It was nothing
Yeah.
to do with Dan.
So no
But
one's
she said, I've been holding it in. But now I need to...
Hi, Annie, my
She
love.
literally
She got the
came back
messages while
and
she was
said
off
that.
the app and she wasn't ready to come back on.
So 1, that's not gaslighting, and 2, that's irrelevant to Dan. She had her own personal reasons. So I just think we need to be really, really careful when we're using really big words and we're coming up accusing people of
There are
things,
many
and we're talking
people-
about stones and glass houses, and then coming up on a platform with 3,000 people in it and doing exactly that thing.
Are you gaslighting me now, Em?
No, I'm
She
not.
got the
I'm
message
holding
to
you
her. Thank you,
accountable.
Maria, my
No, you're
love.
gaslighting me.
Okay, here it is with the big word for Almo again. You can say it all you want, Hungry Guy.
I
it
followed
doesn't
you back,
make it
babe.
true.
Thank you.
Well, I still stand by what I said. I do think a lot of women on this app
Your eyes have gone funny.
people on this app, i.e.
lot of
Raven
women.
Red,
Hungry
Hungry Guy,
Guy.
just say you don't like
i.e.
women.
Just
I
Nana,
see you
okay?
in debate space.
Thank you, Annie, my love.
You can be
Whatever.
loud.
It's all going down, loves.
You can be loud and
I
wrong.
dropped him. We're feminists around these ways.
I
We're not
see
having
him
that.
in debate spaces all the time, shitting on women. I'm not going to stand
Yeah.
for it. Every time I see him in a box, my boot will be on his neck.
Oh my god. Thank you, Supernova.
Oh, I love that. Thank you, Alicia, my darling. Thank you, Misty. Right, so I don't know what I missed. It did sound a bit heated as I was coming down
Just
the
Hungry
stairs.
Guy. Basically, you missed Hungry Guy doesn't like women, and all the women on this app gaslight everyone.
But
I'm
aren't
throwing
men just
tomatoes at Hungry
fat?
Guy.
And men just fat?
And he.
That's not what he said. They make up lies all the time.
He said Blaster left because of Dan, and that never happened. So. Oh, Hungry
Well,
Guy, shut
maybe
up.
women are finding the voices after being suppressed. Yes, because at one point we couldn't vote.
He said men's lives matter in the comments. Yeah. Okay.
What he likes to do is he likes to just come up in these spaces and do monologues and talk over people. So he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. And then when you question him, everything he says falls apart. So if anyone ever sees him in a box, just question him and get him to explain himself. And then
Exactly,
he'll panic and
Kate.
leave. It's really easy. I love it. It's my favourite pastime.
I know, exactly. You've got Corey sitting there acting shocked when he said everything, done everything, threatened people, doxed people. And he's a liar as well, saying, oh, they weren't really people's addresses. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Remember, he got someone to drive outside my house and take pictures and all that of my car and everything. He's an effing liar. He said, take my dad out. He said he'd pay people to do this, that and the other. And he sits there lying now as if he's the innocent person. Calling Dan out. Hello, DJ Heaven.
Because my partner doesn't like them or doesn't like some things they do, right? So you can't hold...
He's a bloody liar.
But I do think recently Dan has said the most disgusting things. And I do understand that he's had stuff said to him. You know what I mean? And he's saying, well, they said it first, but that doesn't make it...
Well, I'm backing an underdog. I'm not backing anybody with big platforms like that, you know what I mean? I'm backing the underdog.
I mean, and I just think...
And it's my opinion, and I'm allowed my opinion. And the greatest thing is that I don't say vile things anymore. I don't go low. So you have to accept my opinion, because that's all it is, an opinion. I think you're just shitty people, what you've done to Dan. And it's totally wrong on all levels. That's my opinion.
Because TikTok is just an app. And he has
so that's the greatest thing when you haven't said anything for 6 months, is it now? That I can actually have this opinion without anyone going, but haven't you said this? Well, my opinion's my opinion.
And once he's had time to, you know, it's not an excuse. I mean, I've been dying to say it to Dan, but I'll be honest, I'm scared of him saying rah and doxing me or something like, because I used to live in his area. But he is
8 months. So is it 8 months now?
It's just that I think this app has gone to his head. And I think when people are getting at him, he's going the wrong way about it.
I think people are entitled to walk away from who they want.
Walk away?
Who they want. People have different boundaries, and I think, you know, you can say that is really shitty behaviour, that's a really shitty thing.
Yeah, and then move on.
Who it was said to, and either protect your peace and walk away, or stay friends with them. I don't think it needs to be like debated. Pearl can do what she wants, Donna can do what she wants, everyone can do what she wants, because whatever you do, you've always got the comments.
What he says.
You've always got the comment. No adult is accountable for what comes out of another adult's mouth, but the comments will be like, well, this person said this and this, and it just goes around in circles, and it's boring. Like the stuff Dan has said in regards to children who are unalived babies and DV, I don't fuck with that, and that's it. Like I've been cool with Dan. I haven't said to him, oh, I'm not your mate, but I don't fuck with that. I don't like that. I think you can, if you want to affect people, you can do that without talking about people's dead children. Like, let's just use the words that they are, you know? So people,
I've said the same thing, Dan. Like, CA said, listen, Dan, if you can find the footage, love, Canadian Angie said, don't you all remember everybody? She said, I've never had any kids, nothing but angel babies. And now we know it's a lie. Now we know it's a lie. She pretends to be her daughter. Miss Red sits there on a platform and goes, stop pretending to be your daughter. Luke does. So therefore, she lied about having only angel babies. That is the facts of the matter. Canadian Angie lied.
You know,
so it is a lie.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
you remember her saying, I've never had no kids, if I did have kids. And she has, we know she has.
So does Luke, and, you know, because we do our FYP thing, so...
Yeah, and when you had the thing with Zach the other day, and you was obviously upset because...
She said she's never had any kids. We know that's a lie now, so that's all Dan's done is call out. You lied.
I agree with what you said, but then we can't be like, oh, well, you know, Dan has said this, but it's all right because he didn't say it to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, for me, that doesn't make sense, and I think... with the fact that there is a femicide happening and women are being unalived and domestic violence is rife around the world, I can't sit there and be like, yeah, that's fine. Tell men to hit women harder. Like, that's crazy. Whether it's just words or not, it's mad.
Yeah, I agree.
And he can come for me, and I'm not even going to give it a back and forth. I don't care. What you do, what you say, couldn't give a fuck, don't care. I've got real things happening in real life.
She might do, Dan. Go in and join the box.
That wasn't what it was like.
Go in and be bold and join the box.
Yeah, no, this app has sent him
because you're still entitled to your say.
As much as he's got a mouth on it
and tell the facts.
Stick up for himself. This app has sent him sideways.
I think she will let him in the box because it's about him. Otherwise, it's a bully life.
Nobody would say. And it's just getting worse and worse and darker and darker.
I'll openly admit I've been dying to go in Dan's box and say to him, listen, this is not you before you come on TikTok. But I'm scared. I'll admit I'm openly scared of being doxxed and everything on the app.
I think a lot of people are scared to go toe to toe with him, but me personally, I just wouldn't even give it a back and forth because it's not worth it. I think if you want to dox me or attack me or talk about whatever because I've got an opinion on shitty things you've said, then that says more about you than it does me.
It just goes. You can say something to him and it can be a low comment, but sometimes it's...
I'm not letting someone get bullied on this app. I don't care about allegiances and this, that and the other. All the argument with me and them is dropped and it would never go that low again. But I'm not being quiet on this subject, no way. Not letting someone get bullied the way I did, the way others have. I'm not having it.
And things like that on this app, I don't need it, do you know what I mean?
So on this subject, I'll be telling the facts of what I believe.
He's a nice person, but this app has gone to his head. The money has gone to his head, the gifts have gone to his head, and he's going to end up, he really, really is going to end up a very, very lonely person.
I just think as adults, I think you're all, I'm not judging anyone for being around anyone. I don't.
So I'm going back on nothing. The arguments between all of us is squashed, but I'm having my honest opinion on this. I'm not staying quiet. I'm not going to let another person get bullied by these people.
Because I've got to go, I've got a meeting in a minute. But I think the thing is, for me, everybody needs to consider whether or not they are the sort of person that can take criticism. Because what I'm seeing is that people can't.
And I don't need to go vile because I know how to conduct myself on the app.
Really aggressive without them going 10 times lower than the other person that's saying, "Well, I don't like."
Yeah, I don't like all that. It's happened to me. It's happened to Pearl. That's why me and Pearl are staunch, because it's happened to us.
What you said upset me, and I don't like it. And my friend will say, "I'm really sorry. That wasn't my intention," and that's it. Squash. They won't do it again. What I'm seeing from the likes of Dan is if someone says, I don't like what you just said, he doesn't say that. He goes 10 times deeper and it turns into a massive onslaught.
And look where you are on the leaderboard, Dan, and look where they are, not even on it. So it says it all, doesn't it?
There's many people that are the same.
Says it all.
Many people, I'm sorry, it's true. There's many people on the app that do exactly the same thing. Like if you go at Corey, he's going deep. Do you know what I mean? If you go at other people that are going deep, it's not just Dan that does this. There's a lot of people that do it on this app. So it's not fair just to, pin all this stuff on Dan. And I've got to keep it real because I've seen it from other creators.
I completely agree.
Other creators that I wouldn't call out because I was scared. I was scared that, oh God, they're going to come for me and stuff like that. But facts are, people have gone just as low as what Dan has. Let's keep it real.
100%. And I think part of the issue is...
And Luke sits with them in his live.
I'm not
battling Corey and all that.
Current climate and everything. I've got to say, how Corey could sit on a live yesterday and call out Dan's behaviour when his behaviour's been just as bad.
Exactly. Facts.
And part of the issue is they've got teams of people behind them to support it. And they'll go away and do the research to enable them to dox people and all of this stuff. So it's not just the creator, it's the people
and he sits there playing innocent.
That behaviour too. So I would just implore people, if you're one of those people that is involved or is supporting, then you're complicit in it. So everyone just needs to take a long, hard look at themselves, because if you want change to happen, you need to be part of the change.
For myself personally, I just feel like, there is a lot of hypocrisy.
Exactly, Kaza. I'm going to pin that. Exactly. He said that as much as I don't like Dopey Bailey, Corey said that because Dopey Bailey was a victim of child SA by her own brother. Corey said that Sophie laid down and enjoyed it and all that. So, and Luke still sits there in a live battling him to this day now. So, bugger off with this fakeness, you know what I mean? Fake outrage. Fake outrage.
There's a heart.
You're sitting alive with him.
I've had conversations.
It's a different person.
Like, it's so hard. It's so hard, but at the end of the day, like, his behaviour online, it's not acceptable. Just like, many other people's behaviour online isn't acceptable. Like, it's not just Dan that has done this. Other people have done it as well.
Exactly. He said he had a picture of me in bed with a child, everything.
Spoiled things,
so, and he still sits there with them now. Have you ever seen me sat with Corey since he said all that buggery? No, I wouldn't. It doesn't matter what he says, what he does, what he offers me. He offered me a lion to be his friend. No. Bugger your lion, love. And get a lion in my sleep.
Yeah. And I've
So
said
you don't see
before,
me
and I will
sitting
drop
with
in a
these people, do
second.
you?
I have said before that two things can be true.
I've said I'd never sit with them again, never give them the time of day, and I never have done.
And he can be this
That's when you
person on
stand by what you
TikTok.
believe.
But it is also true that you can choose to set a boundary and say, I don't want to be aligned to this behaviour anymore, and everyone is completely within their right to go either way and make that decision for themselves.
It is, Rowan, it's just all about money.
Of you to have made that
I know, she's back, DJ Heaven.
Yeah.
We need to bring back the app when it used to be misread with a pen and pad and
exactly, Liam.
Doing a FYP show.
Yeah,
I didn't know we're toxic then, was it?
This is what I'm saying, like, you know, TikTok's evolved.
Come in my box, Dan, my love.
Hi, babe.
Hi, babe. You okay?
Yeah, I thought I'm not going to get in the box because all Donna will do then is gladly just start fucking trying to be like, I'm this, I'm that, try and wind me up, and then everyone will start gifting her that.
Would you have been bothered today if she would have come on and just simply said, you know, I don't agree with what's been said from all angles?
I've always said to her that if I've said something or done something, I want you to react to it as you would properly. I said, I don't want people to think you're being biased to me. I've still got all them messages there, so I can even show them.
But saying and discarding you like a rag, it's totally out of order.
Well, the thing is, now, she's made a bed, and like I said yesterday, that anyone that wants to walk away from me can do. I'm not leaving anywhere. I've come back stronger today. I'm on the fucking leaderboard. But all of these people, like Donna and Luke, the door will never, ever, ever, ever be open. Never again. Like, so they've made the bed, and they can lie in it. Cute Talia.
Cute Talia. All right, Dan. Love you, babes.
Love you. Bye.
See you soon. Bye, bye.
Yeah.
There we
It does
go.
low, but with the majority of the creators on this app, it's a game of limbo. It's who can go the lowest.
Don't forget to follow this account if you're not already, my love.
He will go low, but then people will bring the thing that's hurting the most.
Let me do a hard reset, everyone, just because I had Dan in the box, because I think that triggers things. So I'm going to restart dead quick. I'll be straight back instantly, okay? So follow this account. I'm going to end and restart just so I've got a fresh live.